Once upon a time in France, there was a king. Now this king had a problem. He spent way too much money and had taken France into massive debt. To make matters worse, he had no son to inherit the throne. So when he died, his wife, Marie Antoinette, took over as queen. But she was deeply unpopular. The people of France hated her for two reasons. First, she was an Austrian, not French, and second, she was very, very rich while most people in France were very, very poor. Now, at this time in France, there was a group of educated people called the Enlightenment thinkers. They believed that all people are created equal and that government should be based on the consent of the governed. They also believed that it was the duty of the people to overthrow any government that did not uphold these principles. Meanwhile, the king's financial situation was going from bad to worse. He desperately needed money to pay off his debts, so he decided to do something terrible. He planned to take money from the people of France and use it to pay off his debts. The people, of course, were very angry about this. They had already paid high taxes to support the king and the queen and the nobility. And now he was just going to take more of their money. On July 14, 1789, the people of France rose up against the king. They stormed a prison called the Bastille and took over the city of Paris. This event is known as the French Revolution. The revolution lasted for 10 years. During that time, the people of France fought against the king and the nobility. They overthrew the monarchy and established the First French Republic. They also adopted the principles of democracy and human rights. Now, after the revolution, France was a much different place. The old system of nobility and monarchy had been abolished. The power of the Catholic Church had been greatly reduced, and the people of France had won many new rights and freedoms. However, the revolution had also been very violent and costly. Many people had been killed or imprisoned, and France was now in a state of chaos and disorder. In the end, the French Revolution was one of the most important events in history. It helped to bring about the end of feudalism and the beginning of democracy. It also inspired other revolutions around the world, including the American Revolution and the Haitian Revolution. So what can we learn from the French Revolution? Well, for one thing, we can learn that the people have the power to overthrow an oppressive government. We can also learn that democracy and human rights are not easy to achieve or maintain.